point that whatever you are learning about Ayurveda, okay, you need to embrace the concept and the logic of it, digest it, chew it very well before you explain it to others. Okay? Because if at all you do it for the sake of mugging and learning that this is Agni, this is Ama, this is this, this is that, then your ability to design programs with the changing needs of the person and the changing needs of their imbalances and stages of diseases will not be very effective. And at this stage, there is very narrow, there is no real differences between oh, this is Western medicine, this is all Ayurveda, this is all naturopathic medicine. There is no, all the boundaries literally merge with your fusion of this. Okay? And the fusion comes from your ability to understand what exactly is bugging for this person at this given time. And what do I need to come up with, which would be helping their imbalances, but in general, in order to improve their overall quality and the quantity of life. Because it is understanding that there is a saying in medicine that they say that a physician at the start of his practice writes many medicines for one disease, and the same physician at the end of his practice writes only one medicine for many diseases. Because what has changed in him is now he is able to look at so many different factors, which he has to fuse those things together with one lifestyle change, one supplementation, one program, or one advisor, things like that, which can change everything from that. And many times it will just boil down to that most important factor. And that important factor will always have to do with boosting their cellular metabolic activity, boosting their Agni, improving their cellular vitality, improving their ability to nourish their physiology from the food and extract the nutrients better, and even transcend the limitations of that. Because where we are with this whole age of supplementation is that we think, God, there are few hundreds of things that you need to consume every day in order to nourish your 150-pound body, isn't it? You need to take CoQ10, you need to take this, you need to take this much calcium, this much magnesium, this much zinc, this much selenium, this much vitamin C. God knows, there's never end to this. Because if you look at the whole biochemistry pool of our body, tons of nutrients needed for that. How do you supplement that? By eating the same food what you're eating. How do you supplement almost all the ingredients that what are there in the food by using the bowl of salad that you're eating, or just drinking the right kind of water, or just drinking things or eating things which may not contain all of those things what you want them to contain at all times. Because at certain stage there you can transcend the metabolic limitations of our body. And you start believing into that, isn't it? We think as if we didn't know how the body used CoQ10 until now. Or we thought that as if the body never knew how to get zinc or selenium from this source or that source, or boron, or God knows what. Okay? So it is weird to even think as if our body, which is existing for ages together, didn't really know. And if we compare ourselves with any good, decent wild animal in the forest, it's the same, isn't it? How they figure it out. What are their biochemical needs of getting boron or strontium or God knows what from where? How do they figure it out? It is a simple way that they know how to respect their Agni, and we have forgotten how to respect our Agni. And that's the reason that we have a sluggish metabolic activity where, first of all, our food is devoid of nutrients. Second, our ability to extract nutrients from the right food is also diminished, and that's why we are depleted and malnourished, and we are creating a spectrum of imbalances. So half of the solution, okay, it was funny, I teach at Bastyr sometimes, and all the naturopathic schools, they throw research at you of different nutrients, what is needed. This much is RDA requirement of this much is of this one thing, so now I combine this herb with this kind of a vitamin and things like that, and it has this delivery system, and we are still making the same fundamental mistake of not respecting the body, its cellular fire, its Agni. But are there any better ways to boost your metabolic activity, boost your Agni, boost your digestive fire, apart from just supplementing it? Okay, so we need to explore that, we need to come up with that, and we need to actually trust people in helping enlivening their Agni. And if you start doing that, I would say you'll be very successful if you start doing it with just few people. If you start doing it with just few people, you'll be very, very successful, because you will see the difference what it will do to their physiology as such. There was a lady I saw recently, and she was a chiropractor, a busy chiropractor. She cracks 20 backs in a day at a day. Okay. A big, heavy lady. Okay. She carries about, I would say, at least 100 extra pounds on her frame. A short Hispanic lady, and very smart, very brilliant, very heady, but she teaches this program of how to, she has developed some technique of chiropractic, of some weird angle of cracking the back, which she thinks is very, very good, and she goes out and train everyone on doing that. But her issue was that she was carrying this 100 extra pounds, and she was exhausted, she was fatigued, she was depressed, she was fighting with her husband. Her husband was a very decent, he was also a chiropractor, very nice guy, having a busy practice, very good, kind, good looking, loving guy. And he says that this lady has made my life miserable. Miserable, because there's nothing we have wrong in our life, but this lady, what she is creating, so many problems everywhere. Okay, so when I spoke with her, I said that, look at you, okay, you are 5 feet 2 inches and you are carrying 223 pounds on this frame. Okay, so I would say with 5'2" you should be somewhere close to 120 or 130 pounds maximum. And she says that she had one pregnancy when she was 35. Hey Raji, come on in. She had one pregnancy when she was 35, and she had another pregnancy when she was 38. And since then, every pregnancy she gained about 20 pounds. Second pregnancy, another 20 pounds. She kept on gaining weight, and she never lost any weight thereafter. So the more she stressed out, she has this weird habit of snacking in between clients and eating foods and working late in the evening and having huge big dinners and everything. And people in the health profession who are doing this. So I said, do you really want to get better? And she said, yeah. Why do you think I'm here? And I said, means how sincere you are with your efforts to help yourself feel better. Because it's not about your husband, it's not about your children, it's not about your business. I want you not to go to your work, yes please. I want you to take a sabbatical from your work for about a month or two. And she said, yeah, what do I do? And I said, yeah, go to some gym or something. And she said, I don't want to go to gym because I have a gym in my complex, and I don't want to go there because everybody knows me and I hate to go there. Okay? And I don't want to go anywhere in the town because I am scared that people will notice me, and I don't want to be doing something which I feel ugly about myself. And we did her body composition analysis, and what she was carrying was, she was carrying 73 pounds of extracellular water in her body. 73 pounds of extracellular water in her body. So when we did the analysis of the toxicity, we prepared her for Panchakarma and everything, I said all your metabolic activities are kind of dampened with so much of bags of water in your body. Okay, there's so much of water in your system that if we don't really purge that water out, there is no way I can really, this is smoldering wood, isn't it? It's like wet wood which is generating all the smoke. Whatever you are, even if I tell you to eat light, or even if to give you organic food to eat, whatever it goes is going to convert itself into junk. So she found us some sweat lodge somewhere on the internet, which was a few hundred miles away from where she was living. And she says, I can go and spend a month there and do a lot of walking and things. Nobody notices me and I can do all the sweating and everything. And we gave her a program. We gave her teas to drink. We gave her herbs to take. We gave her a big bottle of castor oil to do. Okay? And I said that, enjoy your starvation. Okay? There's no way that you're going to kill yourself from doing this. Okay? Just for the sake of your mental peace, I'm going to give you a good blend of a protein shake, which is going to probably give you all the nutrients so that you never feel panicky as if it's suddenly going to gobble your heart muscle and you would die of an infarct or anything. Okay? So it's going to maintain things, but you're not going to eat any solid food. Okay? Just going to drink these juices. You're going to drink this shake twice a day. You're going to get these freshly squeezed juices from this place. She carry her blender and juices with her. Did that. Okay? All the castor oil cleanses, she was doing it probably twice a week. She was doing the castor oil cleanses. She was drinking the tea. She was doing a lot of walking. She was sitting in that hot, they call it the sweat lodge. She was spending about an hour in the morning, hour in the evening. Okay? And drinking all these ionized mineral waters, drinking all the lemon salt beverage that we prepared for her and everything. And she started shedding weight. She started shedding weight, which was anywhere close to about 10 to 15 pounds a week. She started shedding weight, which was 10 to 15 pounds a week. And she came back about 57 pounds lighter.
In a month?
In a month. She came back about 57 pounds lighter in a month.
Did you eat anything other than the protein shakes?
No. Just juices and protein shake. There was nothing that I said you want to chew, because everything where you need to use your teeth, it means it will take energy to burn. Okay? Because you have to masticate, it has fiber, everything you have to chew. When you drink freshly squeezed juices along with the fiber, it's easy for it to burn. When you drink shakes, it's easy for you to burn. So you're not eating anything. And that was the biggest challenge. But whether she was mentally ready for starving herself, whether she was mentally ready to go and do this sweating profusely twice a day, whether she was mentally ready to do all the walking, whether she was mentally ready to be in a place which was totally foreign, nobody was ready and everything. And she came back, which was heartening to see her at about 170, 172 pounds or something like that. And she looked completely different. Her kids and husband didn't even recognize her. And so she was so psyched. But it's just a way that we create toxicity in our body because our Agni is slowly getting slow and slow and slow and dull and sluggish. And when the sluggishness happens, and I'm not saying that everybody has that much of dullness of Agni, but if you look at emotions, it's a huge aspect on Agni. Emotions, it is considered as if it's the air in the presence of which the fire burns. And that's the actual quotation it says. Emotions are almost the air in the presence of which the fire burns. So when you are stressed out, your digestion is the first thing which is going to get compromised. When you are grieving, do you feel hungry? You don't. When you are absolutely anxious, worried, you don't feel hungry. Or even if you eat, we say that, isn't it? You should not eat when you are angry. You should not eat when you are tense or worried or anything like that. Because there is a very close connection with your emotion and your state of Agni and fire. Because it's the Vata connection. It is, if your Vata is imbalanced, Kama, Shoka, Bhayat, Vayu, Kama, which is lust, desire, excitement, Shoka is grief, Bhaya is fear. If at all these factors are going on with your emotions, your Vata gets imbalanced. If your Vata gets imbalanced, Samana, which is responsible for allowing that fire to burn properly, gets imbalanced, and your ability to extract nutrients would be greatly reduced. So if someone is living into a very panicky, fearful, stressful situations with mind, so it doesn't matter what they eat. It will still create ama, not because they're eating wrong foods, but the Vata imbalance is so high and the Samana imbalance is so high, that is why they are unable to really do that. So this lady came back and she said that, well, I have done this chiropractic practice about 21 years. Okay, why do I want to do this anymore? Okay, I don't really need money. Okay, I enjoy teaching what I do. I don't enjoy seeing 20 clients a day. She said